We are glad to start our third episode discussing a new subject, reading a new guest with a bunch of different questions. Welcome to your legal guide by Emirates advocates and legal consultants. As we clearly know that lending money is a very common practice in the world of business, but so are the challenges that come with debt collection. Today, we are discussing this important topic to help you understand how to recover your funds with the right legal support. Mr. Carl, we are glad to have you with us today and curious to start discussing your insightful questions. Thank you for being here, Mr. Carl, and how we could support you for today.
Thank you very much for your invitation. I'm excited to start our discussion. Could you please clarify what debt collection process is? Thanks.
Of course, that would be my pleasure. I would like to remind our listeners that these answers are suggested by one of our experienced lawyers in this field. First, Mr. Carr, let me define what debt collection means. Actually, it is the process of pursuing the pending debts owed by individuals or businesses. And it is governed by the Civil Transactions Law, Federal Law Number 5 of 1985 and the UAE Federal Law Number 18 of 1993. Also known as the Commercial Transaction Law in the UAE. Let me simplify that we are into debt collection when a company or individual has to recover the funds owed by someone, maybe a company or another individual, but have not been paid by the other party as agreed.
When a debtor refuses to pay, it can be frustrating to the creditors. So what options do the creditors have in this situation, and can creditors file a lawsuit for the unpaid debt in UAE?
So this is a common concern when we discuss debt collection, and the process is as the following. At first, we have the initial communication and negotiation. If there is a positive response, we will be ending to payment scheduling agreed between both parties. Otherwise, the legal warning should take place. The legal warning has many shapes, including the email warning, the legal notice, or the lawyer negotiation. Again, if any of these attempts succeed, we will not be proceeding to the court, and it will be solved amicably. But in case the settlement hasn't been done successfully, we advise to start proceeding with the court.
Third question is, let's talk about the importance of the evidence in debt collection cases. What specific documentation do we need to have to support the debt collection claims?
That is really an important question. Before deciding taking the legal action, we should review the agreement between both parties and check in the agreed dispute resolution. And this is where the documentation importance comes from, to specify how the legal action should be taken. Moreover, we need the proofs such as the email communications between both parties, the receipts for the payments paid, and the pending invoices along, of course, with the related contracts.
As you know, it's important to understand what is the process to file a case.
I'll be just clarifying generally that when a company or individual decides to file a case in the court, we'll start the process by initiating the power of attorney. We'll conduct the due diligence, checking more information about the other party. We request the related supportive documents to be translated, legal translation into the Arabic language, and we'll start sending the legal notice first, and then we could proceed for the case registration.
To wrap it up, what are the key takeaways should listeners remember when they're dealing with debt collections in UAE?
Yeah, first of all, very important to review the agreement between the parties and make sure it's legal and fair for all, especially when they mention the dispute resolution where so many factors will play a role. Please don't forget to follow up for your payment when the time comes for the collection. And sometimes I know we are patient to save the long-term business relationships, but the waiting time should be reasonable and empowered by the frequent email following up. Thank you for joining us today as we explore the complexities of debt collection in the UAE. We've discussed the legal frameworks, the necessary documentation, and what to do if challenges arise. Remember, being informed and prepared can make all the difference in successfully recovering your funds. If you have any further questions or need assistance, please do not hesitate to seek professional legal advice. Dear listeners, if you have any legal topics you would like us to discuss, feel free to leave your comment below and we'll cover them in our future episodes. If you need personalized advice on your case, do not hesitate to contact us. Our contact details are mentioned in the description below. Thank you for listening, and we'll meet you in the next episode.